This is Purnima Gupta presenting before you a lecture on the prominent poetic form lyric. Lyric is one of the most favorite poetic forms among poets. It is derived from the Greek word lyrikos, which means a poetic composition meant to be sung to the accompaniment of a lyre, a musical instrument. So, it has been considered as a musical creation. Later on, the word came to be applied to any song which was accompanied by music and which gave a direct expression to the personal emotions. When we talk about its origin, we can say that the earliest lyrics were written by the Greek poets from 17th century onwards. Aeschylus, Sophocles, and Pindar, they wrote monodic and choric lyrics. Later on, in the 14th century, Chaucer tried to vitalize and contribute to this form, although he was not primarily a lyric poet. But it was only in the Elizabethan period, that is in the 16th century, that lyric got an upper hand. It was the very favorite form among the Elizabethan poets. The credit goes to White and Surrey. It was White who introduced the lyric form into England. Henry Howard, Earl of Surrey, seriously attempted at this sonnet and lyric forms, and they wrote a number of lyrics into the English court. Later on, the prominent Elizabethan poets like Spenser, Sidney, Daniel, and William Shakespeare wrote a number of lyrics. In the 17th century, lyric was written, but its mood and themes were changed in imitation of the classical authors. The writers were Ben Jonson, John Donne, Herrick, Thomas Carew, Sir John Suckling. These were some metaphysical and cavalier poets who wrote lyric, but in their own method. This lyric was totally different from the lyric written in the Romantic period. In the 18th century, lyric could not flourish. Or we can say that the 18th century was not a suitable time for the lyric, just because of the nature of this period. It was a period of restraint, correction, and emotion, spontaneity were totally banned. But in the first part of the 19th century, with the advent of the Romantic revival, the lyric form flourished. The transitional poets, William Blake, Thomas Gray, Collins, and Burns, Cooper, they wrote some lyrics, but it flourished very much in the poetry of William Wordsworth, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, P.B. Shelley, and John Keats. In the later part of the 19th century, that is Victorian age, Tennyson, Robert Browning, Matthew Arnold, Rossetti, Morris, and some other pre-Raphaelite poets also wrote lyrics. The 20th century period was totally the period of impersonality and lack of emotion. It was a time of rationality, complexity, indirectness. But nevertheless, there were some poets who were following the romantic strain of the 16th and the 19th century. And these were some transitional, some Georgian poets, W.B. Yeats, John Masefield, W.H. Davies, Robert Graves, and some other Georgian poets. They also wrote lyrics. Now we come to the features of lyric. Lyric is a short poem, and that's why there is no scope for so many thoughts and ideas. It is expression of a single emotion. This is the subject matter of lyric. Any poem which turns upon a single mood or emotion can be called a lyric. And the word lyric, it covers a wide range of poetic forms like sonnet, ode, and lyric form. The second feature is spontaneity. Poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. The emotions come spontaneously without any restraint. Third is, it is very emotional. There is no place for rationality. It appeals to the heart rather than to mind. Fourth, it is musical. It has already been said that it used to be a musical composition from the very beginning. So nowadays also lyric is composed in such a way with a scheme of rhymes and meter that it creates music. Next feature is the subjectivity. Lyric is totally subjective in nature. The poet expresses his own feelings and experiences in this poem. And last and very important thing about lyric is that it's brevity. Brevity means it is a very short composition. Since there is only a single emotion expressed, so it is very short and brief. Now we find some examples of lyric in English literature. Let me not to the marriage of two minds, written by William Shakespeare. The world is too much with us, written by William Wordsworth. Nightingales, written by Robert Bridges. Ode to the West Wind, written by P.B. Shelley. And The Second Coming, written by W.B. Yeats. These are some examples of lyric. Thank you very much for listening.